This is Matt for Behind the Gloves in association with S-Jam Boxing. I'm delighted to be joined by S-Jam's Solomon Dacres. Solomon, first off, how are we?
I'm all good, man. Just relaxing. What about you?
Yeah, I can't complain. I'm here talking to you guys. It's all good for me. Bit of a test for you on Saturday night. He's been in with some decent opponents, but how are you feeling coming into this fight?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm excited for the fight. It's something I'm looking forward to because something to gain from it. He's a tough guy in that. And I'm a fighting man. I want to fight people. I want to be a world champion. So it's another fight, and this should be a good test at this stage.
I was just about to say, is this going to be a good sort of marker to see where you're at? Because he's been in there with, I think it was David Adelaide, and a lot of people thought he won that fight. So is it almost a case of you looking to try and outdo that performance and show, look, I'm here, this is what I can do?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking too much at the next man's performance. I want to do what I can do, but of course, I want to show. I don't want there to be any questions about my decisions. I want to show how good I am, show the training I've been doing, and put on a clinical performance. I should really do a good job on Sokolowski. He's tough, but I'm going to show boxing skill in there and show the level that I'm at, not worrying about anyone else.
You've got that amateur pedigree and that background and that that seasoning, but can we expect you to go in there, and do you think you'll be able to get him out of there?
We have to see. He's tough. Like I said, he's only been stopped 3 times in 30-odd bouts. But I know I've got the capability. I've got the punch volume to get him out of there, stop him. Definitely going to hurt him. I'm going to accumulate the punches. I'm going to work him up and down. Not giving away the tactics, but I'm going to look to put some damage in him over the rounds and get him out of there. He's going to be a very, very tough guy if he survives it.
He looks an intimidating man. I mean, he's sat there and you're looking, thinking, God, he'd have it with anyone, this guy. Do you feel any nerves coming into fights, when you're looking at your opponent, or is it just a case of, this is just business?
Yeah, I'm not really too bothered, I've fought, it's not my first fight, I'm a heavyweight. I've sparred and fought the best people in the world, amateur, sparred the best pros in the world. So, looks can be deceiving. He is a tough guy and that, but don't faze me one bit. I know what I can do in there, and I know the training I do. I push myself to the absolute limit, and I know my limit's going to be a lot higher than a lot of other heavyweights' limits, so I'm confident in what I can do.
When you look around at the heavyweight landscape, there's plenty of decent heavyweights domestically. Do you look at such clashes in the future if you move your way up the likes of, you've obviously got Nathan Gorman around, Fabio Wardley, all these others. Do you look at them as potential opponents, if you obviously get the job done and as you progress further through the ranks?
Yeah, definitely. It's boxing. You got to have opponents as you go on, and people that are making good fights. So of course, you got to fight somebody. So it's going to be the people that are there, and I'm looking to, of course, progress myself and go through those sort of people when I get there. So no doubt I'm going to be fighting, more recognised names, people with undefeated records and such going forward. But that's the game. You got to beat somebody. So I'll be that guy to beat him.
When you look at the stage you're on as well, you get in the Liverpool Echo Arena, well, M&S Bank Arena now, huge stage to fight on. It's not like a small hall show. Does that help prepare you for later on where you're going to be in them testing fights, where you've maybe been in with a European level fighter and before you progress onto world? Is this sort of stage going to be beneficial to you moving forward? Yeah,
I think so. It should, like you said, benefit me going forward. These little things that you can learn early in your career. As you progress, you see the bigger stages. If I've had a little taste of it now, prepares you. Same thing as anything in life. You've got to, get the experience, yourself to know what it's about and prepare me for going forward.
Big heavyweight clash at the weekend. We've got Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, the Trilogy. When you see what Tyson's done, obviously he's in Vegas now, headlining. Do you have aspirations of one day being, bright lights in New York or Vegas? Have you got any of them sort of dreams? What's your sort of ideal scenario for a dream fight?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a fighter. I'm a heavyweight. I want to be a heavyweight world champion. That's where you want to be. At the end of the day, top fights, top of the game. World renowned, and for good reason. I want to become the best fighter in the world, heavyweight, definitely. So, of course, that's what I want to do. Big headline shows, show my class, and get the jobs done so that I'm in those positions where I can be top of the game.
And finally, can you give me a prediction for that fight? We know what's happened the first 2 times round. Third fight, so who knows? We had a bit of an exciting press conference last night. Who do you think comes out on top? Do you think Tyson wins, or do you think Deontay gets it back?
I think Fury, he should have the confidence, and he should have Wilder's number now. He's done the job on him twice, really. So I think Fury should do the job again. But with Wilder, he's got that one punch. You just never know. You can't write him off. That's why it's an interesting fight, because is he going to connect? You have to wait and see. But Fury, he's got his wits about him. He should do the job on him.
Are you going to be watching it once you've finished your fight and seen the main event? Are you going to watch it somewhere?
Yeah, it depends what time. Like, I might be conked out after my fight, you know, just fall asleep or whatever. But I might try and stay up and watch it. Obviously, it's going to be a huge fight to watch. So hopefully, I might still be buzzing after my fight and I'll still be awake and catch it. But I don't know, I might fall asleep.
A few Red Bulls, you'll be fine, pal.
Yeah.
Solomon Dacres, thanks for talking to Behind the Gloves. Obviously, you won for the future, but you're making a big impression now, and we'll catch up with you hopefully after your fight.
Definitely, mate. Nice one.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking this icon right here and hit the bell button below so that you can receive an alert every time we upload a new video.